Many homes and businesses in the city still without electricity this morning as crews are working to repair damage by 2 hydro lines caused by yesterday's wicked storm.
It was quite something, and have a look at the aftermath here. This is what it looked like on a Scarborough Street this morning. This is Miramar Crescent. It's in the Lawrence and Brimley area. You can see this large tree was knocked over, coming down on not one but 2 cars, causing extensive damage. The storm then moved through the city quickly, and in some cases completely uprooted trees like this one in North York. As of 7 o'clock last night, there were about 27,000 hydro customers without power, but power has now been restored to most of them. Let's talk more about this morning. Tiziana Baccega Rosa, a spokesperson from Hydro One, is joining us. So what's the update here? Because it sounds like you're making some pretty good progress.
Yeah, so Hydro One serves more rural Ontario. So our customers started to get outages yesterday, earlier in the day, as the system worked through southwest Ontario into central and then eastern Ontario. At this time, we have about 955 outages affecting approximately 64,000 customers across those areas that I mentioned. Same as the visuals that we're seeing, a lot of trees that have come down, uprooted where ground is soft still. And, in central Ontario, places like Bracebridge, Orillia, Huntsville, they were still dealing with trees that had been weakened and damaged, not yet part of the cleanup that would have come loose as those winds came through the area, resulting again in outages.
And on that, I know that area, you've had hydro crews there for the last little while. The cleanup still continues from storms from a couple of weeks ago. What are some of the challenges there that you guys could face as a result of the windstorm from yesterday?
Well, what's important to note is that we have dedicated teams that remain in place working to restore the customers that were water access or helicopter access only from the ice storm. So there were, they were largely seasonal properties. So think about cottages and trailers. So that work continues. It has not been slowed down by this. And again, we've brought in contractors to work alongside our crews this morning, and they're out in full force, and they're going to get this cleaned up.
Tiziana, I'm curious, if you live in an area that is served by Hydro One, not Toronto Hydro specifically, what is your responsibility as a home or property owner versus where does Hydro One come in? Like, what's the distinction?
I think all utilities are under the same regulations in Ontario that are, developed by the Ontario Energy Board. And what that means is homeowners are responsible for the equipment on their home, such as the mast, or if you think of that, it's often a pole where the line from the road connects to the home. So if that's damaged, an action homeowners can take while they're waiting for the power to be restored is to ensure that they're working with a qualified licensed electrician to make those repairs, have the Electrical Safety Authority conduct their inspection, and that way when Hydro One or whatever your local utility is in the province is time to reconnect you, you'll be ahead of that schedule and have work done.
How optimistic are you when it comes to the outages we're dealing with right now that those customers will have the lights back on by the end of the day?
So again, every outage has its own estimated time of restoration, particularly in our service territory. It is quite unique in terms of a lot of this equipment is off-road. So as crews work through the daylight this morning, we'll have a better picture, but estimated times of restoration are assigned once they look at that damage so that we can give customers an idea. So customers, best place to get your information is to either call us or check our outage map at hydro1.com.
Okay, Tiziana Baccega Rosa, spokesperson from Hydro One. Appreciate the update this morning. It's important information. Thank you for this.
Thank you, Nick and Courtney.